Hey, what is going on, everybody? Stop at Trades here, back with another video. Today is March the 11th, 2025, and we took, again, just one single trade. Unfortunately, it was a 21% loss, as you can see right up here. 21% loss. However, we were in profit a couple times. I mean, kind of like barely right here, but we definitely came back up here. And I could have sold there, but I'm trying to respect my 1 to 5 risk reward ratio here. Um, I will go ahead and say one thing that I did not follow on my plan today was being patient with my entry. We got into a play 10 minutes after market open. I saw my confirmation. However, as you can see, the movement was pretty quick into the consolidation. And then ultimately job openings came out, and then we just ultimately tanked down. Um, I was originally going to hold this contract into 10:09, and that would have been a 30-minute hold. However, once I saw, and I'll kind of go over these two notes, but once I saw this candle right there, I just knew that was my time to get out. I didn't want to overextend my stay in the bad trade, so yeah, we ultimately exited out. So another thing that signaled to me to get out was, here, I'll make this bigger, was this cross here on the MACD and the signal line, saying that the push up is over and that is going to be a trend down from there on out. So after I saw that, again, almost sold. I actually swiped up on Robinhood and the candle was moving a little too fast, so I didn't get filled. So I had to replace the order, obviously, and then I was able to actually exit here again for a 21% loss. And that was the main reason. I had this yellow trend line just to kind of see the movement up. This candle breaking through it, this move right here isn't what's going to tell me to get in or out of a trade. I mean, the trend line is just there for me to visualize everything, but ultimately it was the MACD cross that happened basically right here, like right at 1052, 1053. And then once I saw this candle, like I said, I went for a sell, didn't get filled, and then I held maybe another minute, and then I ultimately got out. I was looking at them while I was exiting this trade. Of course, it only took 2 more minutes for these candles to play a part, and luckily, this candle right here was just, excuse me, insane movement for a minute. I could have potentially held these other 2 minutes and then gotten out here or here, but what is that at 562? Our take profit was at 562.39, so we would have been 27 cents away. And again, I could have, but I went ahead and got out here to prevent any more max loss. Today's day went by pretty good. PvP, all right, yeah. So we're just gonna kind of examine how the market played out today. So we did come back down to our previous day value area low. So that would have been the area of Monday. We came up on it and then a MACD cross right here. So that would have been a good entry for a push down. We have some consolidation here, which is actually basically signaled by this push up. I wouldn't have liked that as an entry whatsoever. Rejection off of this, coming down and making a higher low from there, along with this MACD cross, would have definitely been a good way to push up, and sell point would have probably been at EMA 200. I wasn't really going to expect to push up to the previous APOC. However, as we go on through the day, we came back, touched, broke through, and then we were underneath the previous day value area low for a good bit of time until we decided to actually come back up, test, and then that was the breakthrough. That right here would have been ideal call entry. And oops, I would have simply played it up to the previous day POC. Once we break POC, we come back up to another just average volume profile level. I'm not sure what happened here. That was a pretty big spike, but we ultimately just came back down. So the most ideal entry would have been, oh wow. So according to the MACD, most ideal entry would have been right here. Hopefully stop loss isn't too low. You don't get stopped out. I think that was really just a fake out that was playing. People probably thought that was going to be a real push up, and then we ended up coming down from 564 to 5. Holy hell. Hold on. I'm trying to analyze this and actually comprehend right now. So we went up to 564 flat, or 564.02, and then we ultimately came back down to close the day at 556. I mean, that is a whole $9 drop, if I did the math right. I think I did. So I personally think that today was a very good day to trade. I got in very early with my trade, and I ultimately paid the price. Let me bring this back here, so hopefully it'll update that. Let's hit play a little bit, because I want to show what I was seeing here, okay? So we can pause it right there. That should be good enough. So for anyone who studies volume profile, you might recognize this. So essentially with this B pattern formation, that is a potential sign that the selling pressure is exhausted and that buyers are going to start, moving everything up. I wasn't essentially focused on pre-market movement. Whoa, sorry. Whoa. I wasn't essentially focused on pre-market movement. And I was really I think I was mainly focused on this right here. And then when I saw a little confirmation here, let's press play so we can see exactly where we entered and what we saw. Okay, so I see this pretty decently strong candle. It was an immediate rejection off of the current day POC, and so once I saw that breakthrough, and then it came to this POC, as I said, that was along with this. Along with this signal MACD cross, I definitely entered. I entered my call, and then we can definitely look and watch and see how that played out. And at some point, I do think it came down to my stop loss, but I was confident in my move. Or it came very close to it. Just like I came very close to profit. Right around here was about 20-something% profit. And I ultimately followed my plan on that part, in which I exited the trade. Oh my goodness, I'm always gonna do that. I exited the trade when we came back down to this level, and after I saw this on the MACD. This is kind of a fast video. I have some things that I got to do here in a little bit, but I just wanted to go over my trade and kind of, put that up here. I wasn't patient, and I let myself get too eager to hop in here and make a play today. That's really all it was. I did very good with executing my stop loss. Again, I only took 21% loss on the day. That's beautiful. I mean, if I'm going to lose anything, it's going to be 20%. So again, I didn't ultimately follow my plan, and it's hard, man. You make a win, or sorry, you get a win, and it definitely gets you feeling good. It definitely motivates you. It makes you feel confident almost immediately that your strategy is working. But again, a lot of times people, it's not the strategy, it's you. And it's not to say that I'm a bad trader or that you're a bad trader, but like I can have 10 people bring me 10 different strategies that they, make 60% plus win rate on and 60% plus profits every time. But if I'm not, if my mind isn't ready to really do what I have to do in here, then that strategy is whatever. I can have this MACD telling me that I have a buy signal and that I should enter, but if I'm still nervous and scared, and if I'm not even feeling confident on my own strategy, then I'm gonna ultimately not enter and miss out on the play. Um, Same thing. It's like if your strategy isn't really telling you to enter, but you're just feeling it, or if you just, you really think it's gonna go a certain way and then it doesn't, then ultimately it's not the strategy, it was you. So I just got to keep working on myself. The strategy that I currently have, which is watching price action, volume profile levels, and then my MACD, is working beautifully for me. I'm able to really find some good swing movements, but in the end, it is me. I open up my charts at 9, and I'm just looking at the charts, watching that timer count down, and I see 9:30 open, and it almost feels like I'm supposed to clock in and start working, right? So I just got to be patient and let the charts tell me when I'm gonna enter. I feel like more than me telling myself when to enter. So I hope everyone had a good trading day today, and I hope everyone has a good trading day tomorrow. And have a good night. Peace.